Introduction. What causes excessive belly fat to accumulate? Cause 1. Excessive intake or addiction to sugar consumption or frequent urge to eat sweet food and snacks not only causes fatty liver, but also excess spillover of visceral fat in the abdomen surrounding other important internal organs. Apart from the above, compulsive urge to consume excessive sugar and refined white carbo and bakery products like donuts and cakes causes development of insulin resistance, and the excess sugar will cause development of high blood glucose. Sugar will be stored as fat. Cause TWO. Stress response is another main cause, which in turn pushes for higher cortisol. Cortisol causes the liver to produce more sugar from non-carbohydrate sources like protein. Cause 3. Increasing intake of either compulsive, addictive or lifestyle habits of sugar and refined carbohydrates will induce higher levels of insulin secreted from the pancreas, which will cause insulin resistance, which is also speeding up visceral fat accumulation and excessive belly fat formation. Cause 4. Sedentary lifestyle due to stressful office work and daily targets to be met at the workplace, and also lack of recreational lifestyle and lack of regular daily exercise of at least 10,000 steps of brisk walking, yoga, breathing, inhalation techniques to overcome daily work and office stress to keep cortisols under control. Cause 5. Lack of healthy diet like sufficient fruit, vegetables, unable to meet daily nutritional targets of omega-3 intake, unable to limit red meat intake, unable to replace refined white carbohydrates with 2 or 3 egg whites daily. Cause 6. Unable to avoid saturated fatty acid containing food items and to include at least 2 to 3 tablespoons of high-quality extra virgin olive oil by a reliable brand and reputed manufacturers from Italy like Bertolli, Filippo Berio and Colavita. Cause 7. Failure to observe intake of at least 1.5 to 2 liters of clean water daily, green leafy vegetables with fresh cut lemon, with skin iron, 2 cups of warm green tea daily. Life-threatening dangers of excessive belly fat. Point 1. Excess belly fat can be dangerous because it surrounds internal organs and has a greater risk of developing cardiovascular problems, which can lead to high blood pressure, renal failure or kidney issues. Point TWO. Historically, the body mass index or BMI has been used to determine the body's fat composition, which uses a person's height and weight. When BMI exceeds the danger zone, the individual may face the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Point 3. Researchers at Johns Alvin Research Center and other institutions suggest it is more important to check a person's fat distribution profile. This means studying the area in which the fat is accumulating in the body and what risks that presents. Belly fat is becoming more common among adults, though obesity rates, concerns, and awareness are increasing. Belly fat is the most dangerous type because it develops in the abdominal region and can develop around internal organs and increase the risk of internal organ damage in the long run. Point 4. Belly fat has a greater risk of causing problems related to the internal organs like pancreas, gallbladder, and renal complications. Point 5. Fat that accumulates in the buttocks may be less harmful and could actually protect against these medical problems. To put this in other terms, 2 people who have the same weight may have significantly different risks of developing cardiovascular disease and diabetes, and this is reliant on where the fat is deposited in their bodies. A possible reason for the increase in belly fat could be due to people becoming less active over the decades and food ingredient checklist control among food supplying entities. Restaurants and checking by authorities in many countries are backwards compared to European Food Ingredient Control Acts and enforcement activities. Point 6. Risks of fatalities due to heart attack incidents and deaths due to stroke. Also, increased proportional to increase in belly fat proportional to belly fat caused by increased usage of recycled cooking oil with high levels of free radical and high levels of saturated fat content and processed food with synthetic chemical food additives ingredients. Point 7. Fatty liver and other liver diseases are common among people with excess belly fat due to less recreational activities and a couch potato lifestyle, which leads to them resorting to processed foods and fast foods more often. One of the only ways to measure dangerous abdominal fat is through CT or MRI scans. However, it is possible to get a general idea of how much abdominal fat you have by measuring your waist circumference. If your waist measurement is more than 36 inches for a woman or more than 41 inches for a man, this means there is an increased risk of colon cancer and breast cancer, according to Johns Alvin Research Center. A healthy lifestyle and reducing the beer and excessively refined wheat gluten intake via gluten powder-rich noodles like pad thai noodles, which pushes extremely high gluten being exposed to the intestinal lining causing gut leakage, posing risks similar to celiac disease. Causes of excessive belly fat formation and recommended mitigation efforts. Cause and mitigation. Point 1. Reading the labels for sugar content and saturated fat in food can be used to control abdominal fat. Cause and mitigation. Point 2. A saturated fat-free diet and exercising regularly can reduce belly fat. This means exercise is a key method to use to reduce belly fat, as well as redistribute fat at beneficial locations. Johns Alvin Research Center studies have revealed that interventions to reduce belly fat can reduce the risk for heart disease and diabetes. Cause and mitigation. Point 3. Avoid foods that are high in simple sugars, refined white flour, and refined white carbohydrates like white rice, white salt and saturated fat. Cause and mitigation. Point 4. Practicing the Mediterranean diet can also reduce your risks. Ensure you get regular exercise and note that aerobic exercise is more effective at distributing fat to the best places in the body, but both are beneficial. Cause and mitigation. Point 5. More research is needed to learn more about hidden ingredients like refined sugars, high fructose corn syrup, saturated fats and refined flours including wheat and gluten in various processed foods, such as bakery items, sauces and biscuits widely sold to unsuspecting ignorant consumers, and to further study on how and why these unsafe food additives contributes to adverse fat distribution in different areas of the human body. Cause and mitigation. Point 6. Scientists believe that certain food like hormone-filled poultry and livestock can deregulate normal hormonal balance in healthy people and may contribute towards belly fat formation. Cause and mitigation. Point 7. The next step is for the medical scientists to study possibilities of medical interventions where adverse hormones can be modified to control the accumulation of visceral fat going to the abdominal region. Resorting to bariatric surgery may pose an even greater risk since almost 75% of our immune cells are located in the gut, and many who have undergone bariatric surgery end up being prone to deadly infections. List of best food for reducing belly fat. 2 egg white a day, 100 grams of asparagus, 100 grams of Brussels sprout 3 times a week, 100 grams of broccoli sprouts 3 times a week, kefir, kale, blueberries, strawberries 100 grams each 3 times a week, sauerkraut, avocado, omega-3 from cod liver with mackerel, kale, beet tops, parsley, warm green tea with cut lemon slices 4 times a week. High soluble fiber diet, high quality natural extra virgin olive oil from reliable manufacturers.